My name is Narciso. I'm the Director of Education for Progressive Nutritional Therapies. I'm a holistic nutritionist, a Reiki practitioner, and a herbalist, and I've been in the field now for just over 20 years. There's a field of nutraceuticals that really for me has been probably the most exciting field I've ever had to research, and that's probiotics. Probiotics are of course healthy microorganisms that when consumed by us provide health benefits. The sad reality is that too many of us today, either as a consequence of poor diet, stress, or more often than not, chronic use of antibiotics, have significantly disrupted the microbiota in the gut. This disruption is called dysbiosis, where you have often too many of the bad and not enough of the good. The thing about probiotics that really is so exciting is that they establish some normalcy, some balance back in the gut. And the benefits are extraordinary. With our HCP family, we have never received as much positive feedback in a short amount of time as we did when we first launched this product. Now, I think that's in part due to the amazing work of Dr. Michael Adams. He's, by the way, a renowned doctor of naturopathy and one of the very first adopters of probiotics here in Canada back before it was even available. You actually had to go to food manufacturers that were fermenting foods to get probiotics from them. So his formulation really is remarkable. And what HCP fundamentally has done is looked at some of the most powerful therapeutic options available when it comes to probiotics. They are all human strain, hence the name HCP, human colonizing probiotic. In the world of probiotics, you've got human, dairy, and vegetable strains, all of which provide remarkable therapeutic benefits. However, human strains are better colonizers. All that simply means they're able to stay in the gut for longer stretches of time. They're better able to adhere to the lining of the gut. So by consequence, one might offer, say, longer benefits by using a human-sourced probiotic. But what's also very important here to understand is that by having not only human strain, but by having a variety of them, you're getting the best benefits. We've taken 6 different strains, 3 lactobacilli and 3 bifidobacteria. Why? Different strains reside in different areas of the body. So we've got lactobacilli like salivarius for the oral cavity. We've got our lactobacilli for the small intestine. We've got bifido for the large, and we even have species that are unique to the vaginal tract. So by giving you a full spectrum of probiotics, you're getting those full body benefits that you wouldn't get if you just had 1 or 2 individual strains. All too often my clients say, why would I want to use a probiotic supplement at all? I'll just simply have a yogurt. Well, the reality is that yogurts neither have often enough of a potency that's of any real consequence, and as studies have shown, many of them actually aren't even active. So many of those actual probiotics themselves have lost activity by the time they get on the store shelf. So to really guarantee potency and strain, you are really well served using a probiotic. Not to mention, not very easy to travel with some yogurt when you're going down south. So the probiotic supplement in a powder form for the kids, in a capsule form for the adult, is a very convenient way to travel when you know that you may be in a place where you're unfamiliar with the food and maybe exposed to things you would be otherwise unexposed to back at home. When people use the HCP family of probiotics, they will feel a difference. The most obvious thing people say is better digestion, less gas, less bloating. And on that note, we don't use FOS in our adult probiotics. FOS is a prebiotic which is not indicated if you have something called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth or if you have a lot of gas and bloating, so we don't use any FOS. But people will feel results in often as little as a day or 2. We see improvements in the skin, improvements in IBS, IBD. You'll see people tell you even often things you'd never expect. I feel better, less anxiety, less stress. By the way, there's been a lot of research showing a very strong correlation between the gut and the brain. Less complications when it comes to immune issues. We have a lot of people who are obviously concerned as we go into flu season about coming down with the flu. The benefit of using a probiotic is that it supports immune function. In fact, 80% of our immune system is regulated, controlled by the gut. So the benefits are extraordinary, and I can say with a great deal of confidence, the feedback we get in our HCP family has been truly extraordinary. Our HCP 150 has 150 billion for every 2 caps, by far our most potent formula. In fact, it's called critical support, and as the name would suggest, it's for some more significant flare-up. You've had a really bad case of IBS, your ulcerative colitis is acting up, you've just done a very powerful course of antibiotics, and you're completely disrupted. you've traveled down south and you've come back with some nasty bug, be it parasitic or bacterial, you've got a lot of gas and bloating, a lot of diarrhea. For individuals that have a more acute, more significant issue, this would be the one to use. It really isn't meant to be used every day long term, although those that have a chronic significant issue may often want to do that. But for the average individual, this would be one that would be reserved for more of a serious event.